You guys mentioned, I think it was Marshall, but what a great game that was. And I really was cheering for the BC Lions to pull it off. They've been so great to the show, putting their players on, but they just couldn't cover. They just couldn't stop Hamilton when it mattered. Marshall, BC did not deserve to win the game. That's why they're 1-7 now.
Yeah, I had torn emotions as I watched that game. I wanted BC to win because I always like to see, the underdogs win games, even if they're in our division. But, I like Mike Riley. I feel so bad for Mike Riley because he's just getting the crap beat out of him all year long. Would like to have seen them get their first win. But the other side of me that was torn is I've got this bet with Nashville over Hamilton finishing first in the East, and I wanted Hamilton to extend that lead further. So, as a football fan, I just loved watching it. And I love the fact that I think it was 4 minutes left in the game and Hamilton was still down by something like 12 points. And that game was still in the balance. And you can't say that about many NFL games. But in the CFL, the last 3 minutes is like a new game. And Hamilton proved that they could come back from down 12.
Yeah, really exciting. Yeah. Absolutely. And that's the CFL in a nutshell, for sure.
My guess was you weren't watching because you were in Montreal.
I was traveling, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the day you were coming back?
I think that was the day we were traveling.
Well, and that reminds me, we were watching it at the family reunion. It was actually awesome to watch all these CFL games with my brother, the Cowboy. And, of course, everybody would come into the living room and say, we didn't put on a family reunion so you guys could sit and watch TV all weekend. Well, we're happy. So you guys go do your thing. Yeah. Leave the rest to us. So, yeah, it was a thrill, that game, and then the Friday night game, which actually I got to get your take, Marshall. Maybe we will after the break on the rain out, the weather protocol rule, and what your thought was. I think yesterday Dupes and I agreed that we don't have a problem with it. They instituted the rule. Everybody agreed on it, and now they evoke it, and people are mad about it. Meh. But when I look at Week 10, it's Montreal at Calgary, and I want to say this again. Saturday, Montreal at Calgary. And people say, oh, it's summertime in Calgary. People want to go to the lake. People want to go here, there. So, but when you put it on Thursday, oh, it's Thursday, and we don't want to. It's a midweek game. We got to work tomorrow. Oh, we got to drive. Like, and it's not just Calgary. Every market's the same. Like, get out and go to the damn game. And it's not like they don't know the game's on. It's not like they don't know who the Stampeders are. I see these Raj Rand for Bronco Plumbing and Heating. Here you go. Go to the damn games. Not just in Calgary, but all across this land. Tickets are not too expensive. The games have been great, as we've just been talking about. I see people all over Calgary. I saw as many people wearing Stampeders gear as anything else. Probably more than I saw Flames or anything else.
But let me ask a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
If that was a Garth Brooks concert, did anybody complain about the fact that those were on a Friday and a Saturday in the summer?
No. And Friday, we have to travel. So what?
It's an event. If you want to see the event, you travel and you go to it. And you pay the ticket.
Yeah. Otherwise, people say, well, we'll go to the games when they mean more. So you're going to shiver your ass off in November? It was minus 27 in the West Final in 2010. Nobody should have been out there. So everybody wanted these games to be moved up. I think we're in agreement here. So go to them, or they'll move it back.
You're watching Rod Pedersen on demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.